Hey, all you role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome to DeaconsTable. A little bit of a shift today, something different. You'll notice there's no DM title beside my name or beside my picture here. The DM is to my, I guess it's to the left on the screen. That would be Lorelei. She is a new DM, and she's going to be taking this group of adventurers into the Mistwood Forest on some kind of frolicking adventure. We'll soon find out. But welcome to the Discord, or welcome to the channel. I will post up our Discord link and everything else later on. This is just a game of people, friends having fun and playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to turn it over to Lorelei. You're in charge. If you want people to introduce themselves, I'll leave that all up to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lorelei, and I'm going to be our wonderful DM for this afternoon and see how much trouble I can get these four into. So, I think we'll go around and have everybody introduce themselves. So I don't get the pleasure of running my DM the game very often. So we'll start with Deacon. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Okay. Well, as many of you know, I am Deacon Blues. I am usually what they call the main DM of the Foreverland campaign setting. Today, you can find me, by the way, on all the socials, and here I'll put it right up here. I'll even show it on the screen. This is where you'll find me and DeaconsTable on all the socials. Every bit of information is at link.bio at /DeaconsTable. That'll take you to everything you need to know. So today I'm playing Thalara Nightruin, an elite Thornwalker Ranger. We're gonna. She's a wood elf. So we'll see how that goes. So that's it for me.
All right, Cassanthor.
Hi, I'm Dave. I've been here before playing a previous character called Runtash. Tonight I'm playing Cassanthor, a Ursus barbarian. He is very new to the Mistwood area. He's only just arrived very recently, so he's just here to help out and see what he can do.
All right, and then
Fame
we
and
have...
fortune.
Huh?
Fame and fortune, I said.
Definitely.
Yep.
And then we have Oswald.
Hello, I'm Oswald. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm Ace. I'm playing Oswald, ostrich folk paladin of I can't remember his name. Of the god of war and glory.
You only had one glass there, brother?
He's only had a couple sips.
Seriously.
Oh my word! You're already in the bag.
Oh
Good job.
This will be
That's
fun.
funny.
All right. And then we have Silas.
I'm Garrett. I'm going to be playing a character I don't play often. Silas Greyman, giant orc fighter. Quiet and, reserved.
All right. So we are going to start the mini adventure called Secrets of Briarhollow. And it is a early morning in Mistwood. It's about 81 degrees outside. And you guys have all decided to go to the Roaring Fox, as it is the hubbub of the town. Usually Helen has something that's being cooked up, or you can get drinks, or whatever. But on this particular morning, the mists of early morning curl along the roots of the forest as the sun breaks over Mistwood. But birds call from unseen branches, and the cobbled streets still shine with dew. You find yourselves in the heart of the village, where the Roaring Fox Tavern smells of honey bread and wild herbs. As you all walk in, you see there, seated awkwardly on a bench with a satchel twice his size, is Eldrick Danner, a young scholar with more enthusiasm than sense. He leaps to his feet as you approach, clutching a scroll with trembling fingers. "I found it!" he blurts out. "The lost ruins of Briarhollow. buried beneath the forest for 100 years. Spirits, glyphs, untouched druidic lore. All sort of thing. It's real, and I want you to help me find it. Outside, the forest stirs. Old trails wait to be found, and older powers lie sleeping beneath moss and root. What do you do?
Offering us in return for finding these lost treasures.
So he looks at you. You want to help?
If the price is right.
Well, I am from an illustrious college, so I can offer you glory and renown.
Me. I have had much glory in my time, and it has always led to heartbreak.
Well, I may be able to scrounge around, and he pulls open this ink-stained bag and roots around, and you see some coins, and he rustles them, and then he tightens it back up and pats it on his hip. Well, that would help, yes.
Perhaps.
Valara is silent as usual. She walks right past him, goes to the bar. Helen, of course, would give her the usual, which is just a tea. And then she literally goes and sits right beside the guy and sips her tea without saying a word. But she's got an odd look on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Cassathor will walk up his big, huge frame and look down at him and say, "Where will we be going?"
Well, we will be going to the mythic ruins of Briarhollow.
Oswald would basically just walk away for a minute. He's basically talking to himself. He's going, "Oh, Serena's gonna kill me if I go on this, but glory, money. Okay, you got me in.
I can also give you a favor from my college. Mm-hmm.
You already got me in."
Silas grunts low and kind of looks and points over to Valara and says, "I know you," and then points to the bird and says, "I know you," but then points to Cassathor and says, "I do not know you, however."
I'm new here. I just got here, and my mom said that when I get somewhere new, I should make some friends, and I figured this is the best way to make friends.
I love it.
I love it. I love it.
A young Ursus quote. That's cool.
Okay.
That's really cool.
And he's like 6'8", 400 pounds. He's huge. It's just
Barefoot, love it.
Oswald, the 7-foot-tall ostrich he is, walks up and just goes, "It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Oswald. I am a paladin of Auden, god of glory."
Cassathor reads out, I'm Cassathor. You can call me Cass. And squeezes too hard. But it doesn't realize it's doing it.
Solaris says something very, very quietly. That would be probably hard for most to hear when Oswald comes up. And she just says, "Silent watchers, very loud fools." But I mean, it was almost a whisper that she says that.
Oh, can I want to see if I hear that?
You were right there, like she's sitting right beside the guy, so it was intended for you to hear. But if anybody else wants to hear it, they might have
Okay, Oswald just turns around and just goes, "Hey,
over here."
I have survived fighting the Gilded Accord and dealt with all kinds of shenanigans. You don't have to worry about burying me."
I do not doubt you have been through shenanigans.
I've been through
Well,
shenanigans.
shall we? If you are all up to it. I mean, we definitely have plenty of hard muscle, maybe brains. Very smart, yes?
Oswald just chortles and goes, "Ha ha! Yes, I am very smart indeed."
I hope so.
That remains to be seen.
I'm not smart.
You look like
A
you're
little bit louder this time when he says, when the guy says, "Shall we go?" Delara does speak up at this point a little bit louder for everybody, and she just kind of says, "By root, by right, by ruin," and then she stands with her hand on her sword and starts walking towards the door.
You might want to wait for me. You don't quite know where we're going. I have a map.
She's got that weird look on her face as she looks back, and she's standing at the door, like she's basically waiting for everybody. But she's still got that weird look on her face that comes back as soon as she says, "I have a map." For anybody that's doing an insight on her, she's extremely skeptical of this particular place.
Now, I will say he looks scholarly. He's got, think Milo Thatch from Atlantis for reference.
Yep.
If that's...
I imagine him as a very scholarly-looking fellow.
He's got glasses, and he speaks very fast. Which I am trying to do. So, he leads you all out, and, like, pats Casanthor on the arm as it goes by. Well, we need that strength, big fella. Hi. Oh, Abigail, hang on. Guys.
Oh my word!
Dog attack!
Yeah,
The NPCs are running wild.
they really are. The NPCs almost knocked over my chair.
That would have been funny.
Funny.
So, as we're going, Oswald just says to everybody, just for reference, nobody tell my significant other, Serena, about me going on this mission, okay? We'll just keep that under down low.
I don't even know who Serena is, so I won't tell.
How much is your secrecy worth to you?
Okay. Oswald just places down 100 gold and goes, "Will this work?"
That will do, bird. And I'll take them.
So, why don't you want to know? He asked.
Sir?
All right.
He's asking Oswald as you're walking.
My significant other doesn't like me getting into danger such as this, but this was just too good to pass up.
Well, I mean, yes. Think of the scholarly things we can find out. Ruins that have been buried for hundreds of years. Think of what we're gonna find.
Oswald just
Treasure?
Perhaps, yes.
You first, Silas.
No, go ahead. Don't, please.
Okay. Oswald just blinks and just goes, "Right. To arcane discovery."
I do like a bit of exploration, so I will come along.
Well, you are the first ones that have been there for who knows how long. So, it's going to be dangerous. This is why I need help. Of course. Obviously.
I'll read.
So is that what he said? You'd be the first people who've been there in I don't know how long?
Yes.
Okay.
Laura just kind of, again, very quietly, probably about 300 years.
He looks at her.
That is a long
She just has that look again. She has that look on her face of skepticism, having heard this. Oh, people say they found it before, but no one ever has.
As you guys get to the edge of the Mistwood Forest, as you know, most of the forest you can't see above 3 feet. But as you step into the forest and walk about 10-15 feet in, going, how is he going to be able to guide you all? The mist amazingly just kind of parts from you all. And there's a small, narrow path.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does it look like it was a natural kind of event, or was the mist parted by something or someone?
You can roll either a perception or arcana.
All right, I'd like to roll perception if I can.
Of course.
19.
Nice.
Now what are you gonna do to get my chicken dice off?
Good roll. Yeah, I was answered. Get my dice out.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, where'd my phone go? And pardon me, I'm just...
No, take your time. You're good.
So I got a dirty 20 with Arcana.
Nice. I have notes at several different places.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
I'm bouncing back and forth to keep track of where we are.
I understand what it's like.
And
I do that with like my Curse of Strahd game. I'm constantly bouncing back and forth between things. I've got to learn how to organize better.
Dirty 20 on perception.
Voice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did everybody roll?
Cass did not, but Cass is not really paying attention.
No, you're good. You're good. So,
His curiosity's following along. Where am I going?
Yep, just follow along.
yeah, you just see him with a map, kind of just doing this. But as you guys are standing there and you're looking, it looked like it just parted by themselves, but the three of you hear a very soft whisper in your ears that says, oh, where is it? Hang on. Sorry, I have these in order. I'm trying to find
Okay,
it.
don't be sorry. We're here to cause chaos.
Oh,
Yep.
we're definitely causing chaos.
All in fun and games. All fun and games.
Exactly.
Until someone dies.
I vote Oswald.
You all hear, tread softly, for here the earth itself listens. And for everybody who rolled and got over a 19, you have advantage on stealth checks while moving through natural terrain for the next hour.
Nice. Fabulous, because I have disadvantage on stealth checks, so now I just have normal rolls. Yay!
You didn't roll.
I rolled a 19 on perception.
Oh, wait. Who's?
Yeah.
Cass.
It was Cass didn't roll.
Cass was
Sorry,
just kind of staring at.
Okay, don't be sorry. It's okay.
I am still trying to figure out.
Don't even worry. It's cool.
Probably because Garrett froze for a second, so I didn't see him moving, and I saw Cass moving.
Yeah, we're having mediocre weather. It's not raining right now, but it's not fabulous.
Oh,
Valera kind of steps to the one side and she grabs a branch from a tree, and you see her hold it for just a little bit, and she's using primeval awareness.
Mhm.
Is there any aberrations within 1 mile of where they're standing?
No, there are no aberrations.
Okay. With that, she casts a spell. Pass without trace.
Very nice.
So everybody within 30 feet of me get a +10 to your stealth as well. And you're not leaving any traces behind you.
Nice.
So advantage and +10.
Yes.
Neat.
So we're pretty much stealthy. You're not going to see us coming
No, you're not.
unless you're really unlucky.
Oh,
Like Oswald.
Yeah. I'll put my hand up for that.
I did put his name in the chat in case you may missed it. It is Eldrin.
Yes.
thank you.
Eldrin?
Eldrin.
Okay.
I may or may not have given it to you. I may have forgot.
Cass rolled a 16 on his stealth check.
Nice.
Oh, I guess I should roll stuff.
He's paying exceptional attention to Eldrin because that's his job.
That may come in handy. So I will remember that. So, as they pass,
32 on stealth.
nice.
I got 30 on stealth.
Cass has no idea you guys are here at all.
He's like, where'd they go?
He's just laser focused on Eldrin going, what are you doing?
Where did the giant 7-foot bird go?
So as you ask what he's doing, he holds up the map. And it's like, I'm trying to find where we're going.
Oh.
Shows where we're going.
Okay.
You do know how to read a map.
That might not be helpful. Well, you're a big guy, so it's okay.
Okay.
You just do what you do, big guy.
I have Eldrin's pack over my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So, okay, so as the path appears before you, you see this narrow forest path. It has overhanging branches, deep green ferns, and a carpet of autumn leaves. Old roots form natural arches, and occasional wildlife can be glimpsed as you guys walk. Deer, rabbits, sometimes even ghostly white moths. A very gentle breeze rustles leaves. Distant bird song, faint scent of damp earth. Eldrick is reading his map and the field guide, and he's mispronouncing names of forest spirits as you walk. So, what are you guys doing as you're just walking on this path?
Oswald's actually going to try to go up ahead a bit and scout out the area for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that would be, I think, how far away from the group are you getting?
Probably about 30 feet ahead.
I will tell you. Actually, make me a perception check. See if you notice something.
Well, that was a 1.
So, oh, okay. So, hang on. I actually have something for this. Let me pull it up.
You fall into a pit.
So much for
Black Knight.
So much for stealth.
Okay, so
I don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about stealth. It was pass without trace. I've also got my cloak, which gives me advantage on all stealth checks. I've got Mask of the Wild. So I'm not really worried about me hiding. It's the rest of you that I'm worried about.
I know, right?
Especially these gargantuan bear folk.
I know, right? So let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find the.
Mind you, Kalara's just as she's going, and she's literally just touching branches and leaves and tree bark and roots, and I mean, at times it probably almost seems like the branches are reaching towards her to her touch. And they just she just moves along down the path, following along with everybody else.
Now, before I get to his Nat 1 situation,
Yep.
Lamara, if you want to give me since you are paying attention and you are moving leaves and branches and stuff, if you want to give me where I just had it, either a religion or a nature check.
Religion or nature? Okay. A 15 nature check.
You are going to see carved into the trees these ancient druid symbols. And you recognize them as symbols of Briarhollow.
She stops, like literally stops, and then I'll let you deal with him. But he kind of reaches out towards Eldrin as well as she notices this, and just kind of, we'll let you deal with the Nat 1 first, and then we'll.
Yes. So, this ain't gonna be pretty. Oswald, you are about 30 feet out, and you don't seem to notice. One, that you don't seem to hear your party behind you anymore.
Did you get lost?
And two, you have tripped and fallen into a thorny bramble patch.
He just goes, not again with this!
A narrow section of the trails choked with old briars, and as you are trying to struggle out, your feathers seem to get more embedded, as some of the briars almost seem to come out and wrap around you, almost pulling you back in.
Strength check?
So, you can either do a strength check. Yeah, either a strength check or a athletics.
Ooh. Athletics I have higher in. That's a 19 total. With my plus 6.
Okay, let me. So you do manage to pull out of the brambles and briars, but you do still seem to have a few. Well, it looks like a bramble thorn curled around your ankle, but it moves and tries to yank you back in.
Do the rest of us notice this is happening?
So he went 30 feet ahead.
Yeah.
And you all know, if you all want to give me perception, you can.
Because he did straight up yell out, not this crap again!
Okay. So I will say, without the perception check, you will hear him. But the perception check is to see if you notice something.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 18.
18
Okay.
plus 24.
Okay, so Silas and Paladra will notice it first, but Cass will get the idea that something's a little off. You hear him, but you guys notice you don't see him because about 15 feet in front of you, the mist is kind of like coiled around again. So where you're walking and 15 feet of you guys, you can see directly in front of you, there is no mist. But anything further than that is still shrouded. And as you walk, the mist parts. As if it is letting you pass. But it's not. If you get ahead of Eladrin too far, you are lost.
Like Oswald did.
Can Cass tell from his perception what direction that came from?
Yes, you can tell it came from ahead of you.
Well, I think I heard
But-
Oswald.
Oh.
Does that work?
As we're moving forward then towards the voice,
Mhm.
I do point out to Eldrin that mark that I discovered on the tree. You're telling the truth. That's all she says.
Well, of course I was telling the truth. And that proves
Seems
it.
a
Yes,
little bit-
go find it.
Surprise.
You can tell he gets more excited that you actually believe him, and that we are actually going in the right direction. Oh, where'd the bird go? Because he got so
Yes.
engrossed.
That way.
He went this way.
We should go and retrieve the bird from the trouble he has put himself in.
We need to be careful. We don't know what's in here. Very dangerous things.
Apparent.
So let me see. I gotta find the other thing. Let's see.
You would think
Bird,
Oswald would be
you
used to
better
this by
be.
now.
Big trouble.
So I take it Oswald's probably still making a lot of noise up there.
Probably.
Oh yeah, he's trying to get the thing out. He's like, get off, get off! I'll make a strength check to try to get it off.
At it with your beak.
That's a 17.
And what were you trying to do?
Just get the thing off my ankle and throw it away.
All right, hang on. I'm trying to find the thingy, and I'm having trouble finding it. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
It's okay. Organization when you're playing on digital is always difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
I had everything lined up,
Hmm.
but my enemies ended up getting not put right at the
Yeah.
spot I needed.
No, they're always. I always put mine at the end, and then I have to flip back and forth, and it's like, what am I doing? Now I actually put my stat blocks right at the point where things are.
I'm learning that as well. When I'm I play in Roll20, and I'll actually like set up all of the actual stat blocks like lined up down the side, so I can just click and open them, and then
I do I pre-plan, as you guys know. I'll pre-plan every
Yeah.
scene and scenario best I can anyway.
Yeah, but I mean you've been
Wing
doing
it.
it for like 20 or 30 years as well, so
Yeah,
significant.
gives you some experience.
Okay, so in order of what happened, Oswald, you do manage to kick it off, but you hear hissing and another root comes up out of the briars and lashes at you again.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm guessing that's going to be doing an attack roll on me.
Yep. And I will be having you enter initiative here in a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the other three of you, what is it you were doing?
Cass was listening for and heading towards Oswald,
Yeah.
All right.
So it was,
with Eldrin like
Mhm.
directly behind him.
Pick him up and carry him along.
So yeah, so I will say about 15, 20 feet ahead of you guys, you do see Oswald standing next to this briar patch. And a couple of his feathers are in the briars. And yeah. So
it seems your path ended 2 steps ago.
What are you doing?
She goes to offer aid to Oswald to get him out of the briar, away from the, offers her hand silently.
Technically, I was already out of the briar.
yeah, you're out of it, you're standing next to it, but you do have those ones that are trying to still
Pull him
lash.
back in.
Mm-hmm.
She's offering to kind of pull you back.
He just
To help.
goes, "Oh, I got this!" Because again, this is Oswald. He pulls out his halberd and just starts slashing at it to get away as he backs off.
All right. So I'm gonna need everybody to roll
Roll
initiative.
initiative.
Yay!
Jeez, Oswald's on a roll today.
Nice.
Not very good, but it's okay. I'm on 14.
22.
All right, hang on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Oswald got a 14. What did you get, Delara?
No, I got 14.
I got 22.
Sorry. This is why I don't do numbers very well. Why I have to write everything down.
It's okay.
All right, Cass
12.
and Silas.
Dirty 20.
Okay, nice. All right, let me.
I never get to say that. Dirty 20.
Just say whatever you want.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right. Let me roll for the bad guys.
Nasty 20.
It's fun.
I think it was too far. Just it was dirty 20.
Right, where is it?
Ill-tempered 20. I like that.
Slightly upset.
Yeah.
Miffed. Forlorn.
I love Oswald's always ended up becoming comic relief.
Yeah, he always is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Not like it's anybody else's fault.
All right. So we have. I'm just rearranging the
This used to be.
initiative.
I can get it on screen. Get it on it. Yeah, I can't.
It's
So
retarded?
retarded. Yeah, but it used to be blue, but I accidentally put it through the dishwasher once, and now it's not blue.
Oh dear.
It's
Now
yellow.
it is white. Well, it's kind of it's hard to see because it's shiny and black. I got this like a different background somewhere else. So.
And
Of course, now everybody can see the terrible
I
room.
just
Yeah,
I
it's like this.
have a mug.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, he has the piss tortoise.
I don't know about that. It's like an eggshell white. It comes across.
All right. So there is the initiative. I posted it. I think I got it correct.
I got a 20, but that's okay.
Did I miss?
Sorry.
Hang on. Sorry, I
Ooh.
was trying.
That's what Delara is actually drawing out of her belt.
Nice. Well, did I get everybody in the right area?
I don't know.
Looks like it.
Falara?
She rolled a 14.
Oh, okay.
14.
And Cass, I believe, rolled a 12.
Yes, I did.
Yep, that's right.
Which means the bad guys rolled a 16. So they are going before Thalar.
So
And the
it's
other one's going last.
Silas, bad guy, me,
Yep.
Cass,
Sounds good.
bad guy.
All right. So Oswald, I will roll to see if that original hit you. Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Because he did slash at you. All right. Where is it at?
Sorry for the yawn.
Oh, no, you're good.
Me.
Where is it at? Where's the hit?
I bought my bus tickets and train tickets to go see Mercy in July.
Good to see what? Sorry?
I'm going to make my fiance Mercy.
Woo.
Does a 19 hit you, Oswald?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
47,000 damage. Whoa.
And Oswald is dead.
Huh? Yeah,
Well,
let's
I gotta
not.
go, guys. Jesus, sorry about that, Oswald. Eek.
So, Oswald, as you're standing there, this one hits you, and these like 4 or 5 other vines erupt like in front of you and try like go around. And you will take
Ooh, in the face.
7 points of bludgeoning.
As Oswald just gets slapped across the face by a Rue, he just goes, ah!
Alright, and it's now your turn. And you all do see these just almost looking briar things just come out and try and capture him again.
The one that just attacked him, he's just gonna hit with a burning smite.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called.
Is that an automatic hit, or do you have to roll?
I don't think so. Let me double check the Searing Smite, please.
Burning smite? You said?
Searing Smite.
Oh, serious.
I think that's a hit roll.
I think it is just a hit. I want to double check.
Searing smite, 5e.
Yeah, the next
yeah,
time you hit a creature with a melee.
Yeah.
Next time you hit a creature.
And this is a bonus action. Nice.
Searing smite's cool.
So, that was a, let's see, with a +4, 17 to hit.
It does hit.
All right. So, that does 1d6 damage at the attack, and at the start of the creature's next turn until the spell ends, which is over 1 minute, so long as he's, continuously channeling it. He gets another 1d6 damage and has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to roll a d6, and that's 4 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, he just pulls out his halberd and just goes Searing Smite, and then backs off.
The like tendrils kind of pull back a little bit, as you did manage to hurt them. All right, is that it for your turn?
I could technically do an action, and that action is going to be Divine Favor.
Okay.
And I'll explain what Divine Favor does. Oh, that's a bonus action. Never mind.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking about is heroism. Okay, so he's gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the other one then to scare him off.
Okay.
And that was not so well. That would be a 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah. Guiding Bolt just flies and misses.
It like hits somewhere in the briar patch. All right. So that would be Silas.
Silas is going to pull out his great sword with both hands, look at Oswald and say, "Let me show you how it is done, bird." Maybe not though. Does 15 hit?
Yes, 15 does hit.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh, no concentration.
Ooh, that's good. Good. So 2, 6 plus 4. So what am I doing here? 9. 13 slashing damage.
All right. So.
And I'm gonna action surge and attack again. Because I
Are you
can't.
attacking
I'm gonna
this-
miss horribly. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I missed. I got a 3.
Well, I mean, you did kill it on the first hit, so.
Well, you know.
As you go to slash it, the like little tendrils kind of like wither up and die and fall off of and around near Oswald.
So there's one left.
There is one left, but you guys do not currently see it. It is hiding in the briar patch.
That's the
And
end.
right now, Oswald is just backing away towards the party, just standing in front of the party to make sure that he protects them from whatever possibly might attack them.
I think Eldrin is like peering around Cass, like pushing his glasses up, kind of just curious.
No, nope.
So, do we have to go through this briar patch according to the path, or are we supposed to go around it?
So the path is the briar patches are on the side of the path. You don't have to go through the briar patches, but this is the path you're supposed to go on. Oswald, not seeing the path, fell into the briar patch.
He went steadily to the left and fell into a patch.
So you have
Okay.
enough room to go on the path without going into the briars.
Mind your footing this time, bird.
Yeah, it's not safe. Be careful.
Yeah. Is it now that we've stepped away? Does it seem like whatever's in there is kind of staying in there?
Yes, now that you have stepped away, and with the fact that you killed one of them, the other little roots that were moving around have like receded back into the briar patch,
Okay.
and it is no longer hostile at the moment. You can figure the only reason it got hostile was because Oswald ended up tramping around in the briars.
Okay.
Right. Castle
So
reach back.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Castle reach back and grab Eldrin and just plunk him in front and go. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Lead the way.
So
And I'll
he-
look over at Oswald and goes, "It seems the thorn found its mark."
Oswald would actually put his hand out to the Eldred and goes, by the way, you shouldn't be someone of your academic achievement probably would be better served having a ride. Would you mind if I provide service as your mount?
I think he looks at you. No, thank you. I think I'll stick with the bear.
At least he asked first.
That's true.
Oh.
Hey, he's
That is
learning.
true.
He's learning.
I rub Eldrin's head with my hand, just back and forth. I like him.
I like you too, big guy. You're very nice. So he pulls
So we
on his map
continue
again.
forward.
He pulls on the map again and looks at it. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, we're good.
And we go that way. And he starts walking again.
Solara just follows along quietly.
Cass, no,
I
And
will-
she's very quiet, by the way.
So I will say, as you're walking along, Valera, you will notice in a hall. Where is it at? I just lost it. I had it. I lost it. You will notice a small pouch and a hollow stump as you're walking by.
Just a pouch sitting there.
So it's actually the reward for the fight. I forgot to.
Oh, okay.
So probably like on the edge of the briars, you like see this little pouch, probably lost by someone.
She'll just use the tip of her sword to flip it up into the air, catch it, and then
Yeah,
sheath her sword back.
And as you investigate, it's a small pouch of druidic incense.
Sorry, druidic
Incense.
incense? Okay.
It's worth about 25 gold.
Okay.
She kind of just holds her hand out to others if anybody wants to claim it. If not, she'll keep it.
No, you found it. It's yours.
Oswald just goes, I'm here for the glory, not for the money.
Okay.
Although the money is very nice.
You will find glory hollow at the end.
Oh, we're definitely going to find lots of glory, hopefully. Well, maybe not the type you're looking for, but we may find something. Just kind of nods a little bit as he's walking. So, you guys move on. It takes about 2 or 3 hours. And again, it's very interesting that the mist is parting for you guys. And nothing else is happening yet. It's a nice, peaceful walk, actually. Until... Okay. You guys get to this clearing. And... let's see... find it. I don't. This isn't the. Okay. So you guys find a. You step into the clearing. You see a set of scattered, moss-covered stone monoliths, half sunk into the forest floor. Each stone is etched with runes, so weathered they glow faintly at dusk. A hush seems to settle here. The air cooler, the hush of leaves more intense.
Just let me know when I need to show a picture.
Yeah, I will. That's why I was double checking. I don't have a picture for this set, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
Silas will start looking around for a good place to find to kind of rest for the night if they need to.
No, yeah, it's only about noon because you guys started at like 8 a.m.
Never mind.
You're good. You're good.
I was going to take the time in this clearing to look for more markers or sigils or glyphs marking Briarhollow.
Okay, give me a nature or arcana check. Anybody who is looking for things.
I think I noticed him looking around.
18 nature check.
I got a 16 Arcana check.
Okay.
It's got a 15 Arcana.
If my voice goes out, I do apologize. Our internet flickers every so often.
Sounds fun to me.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine now.
Okay. Okay.
Cass just tried to figure out which way they were going. He did not figure out which way they're going. He has no idea where they are.
So Eldrin is standing with you and like pointing at the map and showing you the map and where you're at on the map.
You are here.
Yeah, pretty much. Here. We
But
started
just doesn't
here.
look like the map.
So that's what he's doing with you. So, anybody who got over 15 will notice that each of the stones that are scattered around has a different druidic glyph on it, describing an aspect of the forest. Water, root, beast, or wind. If anybody does anything with them, let me know.
Yeah.
Silas will watch him blow gently on the wind one.
Sorry.
It's like a fifth element.
Sorry, when you did that, that's why I giggled because I thought
Yeah.
of element.
That's my first thought.
If Eldrin walks by one, Cass will poke it, whichever one it is.
Okay, so as you poke it, you hear a very soft whisper in Sylvan in your head.
Don't speak that.
Can we understand?
I do.
If you don't speak Sylvan, you don't understand it. So you just hear weird whispers.
So Kalara goes up to the one that's for root
Mhm.
and kneels, touching the ground around it. And all she says is, trust roots, not winds.
So are you touching it?
Yep, she'll touch it.
As you touch it, you see a vision of an altar. And can you post a picture of the altar?
Oh, wow, nice.
Ooh.
You see that in your head, Kalara.
Sweet.
And you hear the whisper. Hang on, let me find it. There's one for the altar. Where's that? Blood spilled here, waters ancient oaths. And you have 1d4 temporary hit points at the start of your turn during the next combat, and it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
And you get a
Now-
feeling from this whisper and this vision pulling you to go check that out, but you have to figure something out first. Because you don't
Where is-
see a way to get to it yet.
So nothing happened when I blew on the wind one?
So when you blew on it,
If nothing happens, I'll reach out and touch it.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out if breath constitutes touch or not.
I just saw the wind symbol, and that was the first thing I thought of. But yeah,
Oh, no.
I mean, I would reach out. Mess
I
around
like
with
the
it.
idea. I like the idea. I'm trying to figure out, because its physical says touch. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out
that's
if breathing on something constitutes touch.
I think for wind,
don't
it probably
think-
would make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I think you're right. Wind blows, so
Whatever.
yeah.
It was up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. And you hear in your head. Do you speak Sylvan?
Don't.
Okay, this one is not in Sylvan's your luck. It's just he got extremely unlucky
Okay.
that he got a Sylvan one. Yours says, in very soft whisper, your breath echoes with the breath of the forest. And you gain the ability to hold your breath for twice as long as normal and resistance to poison for the next hour.
Nice. Sounds like. Okay.
Oswald goes, hey, let's see what this is about. He grabs the beast one and just starts looking at it.
So are you when you say grab it, are you grabbing it forcefully or are you
I'm just gently picking it up and looking at it.
Oh, so you're picking it up. Okay. I will say, before I say what happens to you, Eldrick is
What did I do?
running around to all the different stones and trying to get rubbings of the different
Druidic symbols.
Yep, of the different sim, almost obsessively doing this, not paying attention to what's going on around you. Okay? And as you pick it up, Oswald, you are a green light pulses from the stone, from the glyph, and hits you, like pulses out and hits you, and it does
Poor Oswald.
36 necrotic damage.
not bad. 2 damage, 2 psychic damage.
That's
Oof.
It did not like being picked up.
Laura with a 17 to hit on Oswald goes to slap his hand with the cliff stone
Jesus.
to get him to drop it on the ground. Like, bad boy, don't touch.
No touchy.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll a hit to roll on me, aren't you?
17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Okay, roll your damage.
No, I didn't attempt to do damage. I'm just attempting to knock it out of your hand.
Strike.
Wouldn't that still be an unarmed strike damage though?
He's basically pulling the damage.
Oh, okay.
So do you drop it or do you hold on to it?
Oh yeah, he drops it. He just goes ah.
As you drop it, it hits the ground, and Kamara, you notice they all shimmer.
They all shimmer?
They all do like a shimmer glow. You speak Sylvan, right?
Yep.
And you hear this whisper very softly. Find the order to progress.
Sorry, fine. What was that?
Find the order to progress.
So what were the symbols again?
The symbols again were. Let me go back up to it. Sorry.
I think it was root, wind, something else.
Oh yeah, water, root, beast, wind.
Spit on the water. That's one
Water, root,
Beast, wind.
beast, and wind.
Beast. It's the one that confuses me.
Okay, Oswald tries something. He starts by grabbing the water.
Are you grabbing?
Well, he's trying to organize them in a sense this time.
Don't
This time,
move
not
them.
picking them up. He's not picking them up. He's just trying to like move them gently.
So you are. Okay, so you are moving them from their spot.
That's the plan. Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Am I gonna get hit again because I'm trying to order these things?
What are you doing?
He goes, I'm gonna try to see if I can get these in a proper order.
The minute you pick one up, you get hit again.
I didn't pick it up. I just moved it.
Are
How do you
you?
know what order they would go in?
I'm basically just rolling them from the ground, like on the ground, out of the spot.
Falara is just going around touching them. She's going to go root, water, beast, and wind in that order.
Okay.
Oh,
As you do that, they all shimmer again and glow very softly. And Eldrick looks up from his rubbings as you all hear this soft, like pink, as one of the zones nearby that you didn't see opens up to reveal your path forward. And at your feet, Kalara, you will see a druidic sigil stone.
Okay. A sigil stone? Is
Basically, it gives you one use of detect magic or identify as a ritual.
Druidic sigil stone of identify. Okay.
Oswald goes, oh, I was thinking to do root, water, beast, and wind. Apparently it was the... I would have been a little off.
Moving them?
Oh, that was. She looks at you and goes, "You were right. You just acted with haste."
If you let it run here, you're gonna get hurt.
You are all much better at puzzles than I am.
I don't
I
like
think-
puzzles.
Well, I think I found the right group. Well, most of you anyway.
She very quietly again leans into you, Oswald, and she whispers something. She says, "We are not the storm. We are to be the tremor before it." And she starts walking forward after she picks up.
Oswald just gets the long, weird look like...
I think
You're starting to see why people now call her what they do. There's something odd about her. Like, she seems to fit in right where you guys are. Like, this is like home to her.
Hi. Oh,
Where is Cass from? Is Cass from the Middle Lands or from outside?
I'm not 100% sure yet where Cass is from. That's something I'd have to talk to you about to figure out where he would be from. He was raised by halflings.
Oh, okay.
So he was found as a cub, raised by halflings
Oh dear. Oh dear.
in a
Oh, dear.
forest type town like Mistwood. Just not sure where.
Yes.
Harefoot. There is a Harefoot village in Scarlet Grove.
Okay. The NPCs
Yeah.
are attacking.
Well, it could be. We'll have to talk about that later. Because if you're from the Scarlet Grove, you'd also know Laura.
Sorry, one of the NPCs was attacking me.
NPCs, attack!
Dog wants to play
Yeah,
D&D.
so she picks up the sigil stone and she's moving through that path. Does it lead us to that altar?
I will follow Laura. She is a good guide.
Not yet.
Okay, sweet.
But you do
Head
get
down
the
the path.
feeling that you are closer. You're not there yet, but you
Still no aberrations in the area?
still no aberrations in the area.
Okay.
Still no.
Cass is
no
just
yet.
right behind Eldrin.
Hmm.
So again, you guys travel for about 30 minutes. And again, you just hear birdsong, Eldrin's like muttering from his book, like occasionally pointing out the wrong name to Cass as he's reading things from the book and looking on the map. You know, very much engrossed in his studies as they walk. And then, ahead of you, you see a ring of luminous mushrooms. Blue, green, faintly purple,
They look
marking. Go ahead.
Does this look like a face circle?
Probably. But you
You told
really
me about these.
marking an area where the forest magic is especially strong. The trees here lean inward like a cathedral vault, and soft fog clings low. The air here shimmers lightly, like heat haze, with motes of light drifting lazily.
Oh no. Forest ley
Pathway.
line.
Hmm?
Wonderful.
Hmm?
A forest ley line. Wonderful.
Oh,
around
God,
a face circle of mushrooms. Yeah, that's just perfect.
So,
Yeah, and if it's a ley line, that the sword at Lara's waist starts to hum.
mhm.
Oh.
Your
And
sword,
somewhere near ley.
It probably is humming.
your sword is singing.
Pathways seem to
doesn't do
split
that.
and bend everywhere around you all. Eldrin is mesmerized with one of the mushrooms and starts walking over near one of them. Go check it out.
I keep an eye on Eldrin because Delara is quite familiar with the fact that if you mess with certain face circles, you could be asking for trouble.
You all hear soft whispers of balance and roots of the world echo in the grove.
Oh.
What was that again?
You hear balance and where's that? I lost it. Roots of the world are echoed.
Oh dear.
Sorry. And I will give you a disclaimer. If this has anything to do with Deacon is done, I apologize. It was not intentional.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Trying to find where it is here. Somewhere on my sheet.
No.
Cass looks a little freaked out about the voice that was just heard.
Oh.
But hold on now. To know about phase circles, Arcana, nature, survival.
I would say Arcana because they are magic.
Okay, just trying to figure out maybe if I was taught this as a child.
Laura is going to take something out of her cloak, and she places it. She doesn't enter the circle, but she places it in the circle, and she says, "I am the unseen step. I am the ending echo." And what she places there, Oswald might know, might have seen it before. It is the Prime Gate pendant.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't have the pilots to sing that, but yeah.
No. It's a pendant of the Prime Gate. And she drops it in the middle of the circle as she says that, and then waits and watches. Kind of making an offering.
Am I supposed to do that?
So, because my brain is not working right now, remind me what that does.
It's just a symbol of the Prime Gate. You know, the big gate that we dealt with in the Scarlet Grove, the main gate, the one that kind of controls the Etherboom gates and everything else. So she's got that, and she's making an offering in the middle of this Fey circle, as she's basically saying that she's the ending echo.
Okay. As you say that, make me a perception real quick.
Yep.
As Eldrick sneezes.
Plus 8 is 27.
Okay, nice. So,
Why do I feel like the law just started something?
as you are standing there looking around, all the pathways vanish except for one.
Oh.
Showing that you base whatever is here accepted it and is now allowing you to go forward without all the tricks.
So Laura looks at the other four and just says, "Stay out of the circle. Follow the path."
Okay. You're smart.
Those are interesting mushrooms. I've never seen
I
them
knew I
before.
had to play this character as soon as you pitched me Lorelei this adventure. I'm like, oh my god, this is meant for her.
I hope you're enjoying it. I do apologize.
The only one that would have been better would have been Creek.
Hmm.
Creek the Kobold would have been really perfect, but way out of level range.
No, you're good. And again, when you wanted to play her, I was kind of thrilled because I knew that it would make some things a lot easier. Because had you not dispelled it, you guys could have spent a very long time on illusionary pathways, and it could have got
And it could
really
have been
bad.
worse if Oswald did something like, "Oh, I'm going to go sit in the circle."
Oh yeah.
That could have
No,
been.
he learned it from the last time. That's a bad idea.
So as you guys are walking this time on the path, a cluster of glowing cap mushrooms appear in front of Cass. They are not like the mushrooms of the face circle.
Oh.
These are very safe. And Thalara, you get a feeling this is a gift of good nature to help.
She kind of gestures for cats. Take some.
Oh, okay. I'll pick up as many as I can and just like stuff them in my pack.
So I think Eldrin looks at them. Very lucky. That's very lucky. Those are called glowing cap. If I remember correctly, he like moves his book a little bit. Those act single-use fairy fire. All you do is crush them.
What happens if you eat it?
You really don't want to know. Your
Don't do
insides
that.
from fairy fire.
That's what Thalara says. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Do you want one? Holds one up to Solara.
She'll take one.
Takes the other two out because there was how many was there?
It just said there is a cluster.
Oh,
So I'll say there were 5.
okay.
So basically, you gave one to Thalara, so you have 4 uses of fairy fire.
I give 3 to Silias, thinking that I'm giving 2. And then I give the 1 to Oswald, thinking I'm giving 4.
Did you keep one to
Thank you
yourself?
very much.
I do not keep any for myself.
Oswald's actually going to give his one back to him. He goes,
You might need
you found this. You should keep this.
Okay.
So yes, anybody who got one, it is a single use of fairy fire, but you have to crush it in your hand. Okay?
Cool.
Yep.
And again, if you haven't figured it out, there is a overarching mystery of this place. Okay. And Deacon, would you mind posting the ruin picture for us?
Oh, we got the runes?
Yep.
Oh,
So,
wow.
finally, as you guys have been traveling, it's probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, and you come across these crumbling ruins. They're glowing softly. Mist is, again, all around it, but the path up to it is, it's not encumbered. You can walk up, and you just get this feeling of reverence and just, it's what you've been looking for.
This place reminds me of my home. It is very pretty.
Oswald just looks at this and goes, "Why do I get the feeling we're in Prime Gate territory again?"
I think Eldrit's kind of, we found it! I knew it! I knew it was real! I knew it! And he's like super excited.
I knew it. I trusted you.
Thank you, big guy. No, I don't know what we're gonna find inside, but it might be dangerous.
That's okay.
Laura's actually approaching the steps. And she stops at the bottom, closes her eyes, almost like in a prayer, and says, "I walk where the world forgets to listen." And she starts up the stairs.
Meanwhile, Oswald just chortles and goes, danger! You're talking to me! I eat danger for breakfast. He just starts walking up the stairs.
It's not part of a balanced breakfast. Need fruit, milk, and I'll follow behind.
So Oswald starts to come up the stairs, and Flara's kind of just not letting him go past. And she just kind of looks at him and just point blank, the loud hunter returns with empty hands.
She's telling you to be quiet and be reverent.
Okay. Oswald just sighs and goes, all right.
It's been hundreds of years since anybody's been here. This place has been lost for centuries. I, for one, want to know the secrets within.
I'm looking forward to knowing them and figuring them out. And think about it, we've found it. And now we can figure out all of its secrets and what we can learn from it.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Eldrin.
Silas is just keeping an eye on the surroundings. Because if nothing has been down here for that long, he wonders what could be down here for that long. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know where he's going, where his mind's going.
Yep.
Undead, maybe.
What's creeping in the corners that's been waiting 300 years for visitors?
I know,
It's
right?
the lich. It's the lich behind the pillar.
Now that we're here, Cass will take a closer look. So a perception check to, I guess, to see, because he's never been here or really know much about this.
Sure, go right ahead.
Oh.
I'll do that as well.
17. Oh, wait, no. 20. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
For me.
So, let me see. You are just looking for... So you see beautiful overgrown stonework. You see trees woven through the old walls. There's various moss-covered statues of druids, glowing fungi. There isn't... So, up till now, you all had heard birds, and you heard wildlife, and you heard movement. But the minute you stepped onto the crumbling path of the ruins, silence. Occasionally, you will hear soft whispers. You can't quite grasp what they're trying to tell you. But you all do get the feeling that this is somewhere reverend and lost to time and maybe a little dangerous. You don't know what you're going to find past that door.
Laura will draw her. Go ahead.
Oh, myself?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something there.
Oh, I was, my Primal Path giant allows me to druidcraft, so I'm just going to druidcraft a little bunch of flowers on one of the sides of the stairs before we go in, and then draw my sword.
Okay, hang on. I actually have something for that. Give me a second. Hi. I know. Hang on. My phone is being dumb. Hang on. Come on. Where is it? Okay. Okay. And as you put the flowers down, you hear a whisper, Cass.
Okay.
In the green shade, all secrets find soil. Your boon is gain advantage on investigation checks to search for hidden doors, traps, or secrets for the next hour.
Ooh.
In case you haven't figured out, certain actions will net you guys certain little things. So, what is the marching order going through this door?
Oswald will go through first.
Solara's again putting her hand out.
What's up, Aurora? We're supposed to go, right?
She draws her longsword. Silence strikes truer than steel. And she casts once again, Pass Without Trace. And then she steps through the door. Silently.
So Eldrin will go second.
Oswald will go third.
Cass will.
Oswald just kind of
won't
shocked
let
him
him-
to stop.
won't let him go after Eldrin.
Yeah.
Eldrin.
Silas will grunt lowly. This is a mistake, and pass through with everyone else.
So again, as you guys are walking through this ruins, as you pass through, you see what used to be a beautiful temple has somehow just fallen to ruin. And you can see glyphs, you can see other paths leading to other places that maybe with more time to explore, you might be able to find more lore about this place. But as you go straight, you again will now come to the heart of the ruins. Deacon, the altar. Thank you. A wide clearing with a moss-covered stone altar. Cracked stone steps lead up to it, and thick roots weave around its base. The altar itself hums softly with nature's power. The air is very still here. It's heavy with ancient magic. Birds have avoided the glade. Sunlight dapples the altar, its shadows cling like veils. You can see, Flandra, that faint druidic symbols spiral around the altar's edge. So, what do we do?
I'm remembering the vision
Mm-hmm.
and the hint.
Mm-hmm.
I will walk up the stairs, the step to the altar,
Mhm.
with my sword in palm. As the sword, obviously, at this point, is probably humming like crazy. I will draw the sword blade across her palm and drip her blood down onto the altar.
As your blood hits the altar, there's a soft hissing and a light glow. And the... Hang on. And then Eldrick will go, "This is it! The heart of Briarhollow!" Right as you say that. And two things happen. But the first thing to happen will be... Let me find it. Where'd it go? I'm looking for something. Where'd it go? Okay. As this happens, what you thought was part of the ruins that looked like one of the statues. It bursts out. And instead, you see... I forgot to put this picture up. Hang on. I promise I'm trying. Huh?
It's okay. You're doing great.
Are you sure? I'm
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Hey,
You're
you're fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Multiple sets of notes always help too. If you got, especially if you're using computer notes or phone notes, if you
Yes.
have even handwritten stuff, will help just to kind of give you memory jolts. Go.
Yeah.
Don't forget this.
I'm going back and forth between my notes on my computer and then going back and forth to the list on my phone.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the joys of digital play.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never. So I do Discord, but we never use pictures. It's all theater of the mind, you know. So this is all something a little different. Okay. The picture I just sent you, Deacon, is what has appeared. And yes, I did use that.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. So it matches.
Oh no.
It matches what a creature I came up with. I just like the picture, if that's okay.
Yeah, because he's. I thought he recognized him. And I'm like, oh no, if that's what my creation, we're in trouble.
So it's not your creation. I just used the
image. Okay,
the image.
that's cool. Thank goodness.
If that's okay.
No, that's fine. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm really glad. Well, then again, maybe I'm not. I don't know what you put in place of this.
What CR did you have your creature at?
Higher than we are.
Yes. Yeah. So this one should be able to be taken down by you guys. Okay?
Yay!
Does it look
Would be?
hostile? Insight check.
Okay. So what does it look like? What?
Does it look hostile? And that
Yes.
is a 18 on my insight.
Yes. The minute you did the blood, this thing
Yep.
immediately springs and it is hostile and it's coming at you. Okay?
Okay. Oswald is actually going to try to do something. He's going to try using a persuasion check and try to calm it. He just steps in front and goes, wait. We don't have to fight.
Aw. She'd be so proud.
And then it swats him out of the air.
So yes.
I take it this is initiative.
Yes, this will be everybody rolling initiative. As you do that, Oswald, you see vines erupting from it in a 15-foot radius. So, unfortunately, talking will not help you in this one. But she would be so proud of you for trying.
22.
All right, so...
5.
Hang on. 22. All right, gotta do it in order, just for my sanity, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so Cass.
I too got 22.
Okay, it's Dex, right? When you get
Yeah, I think it has a higher dex modifier.
Yeah, mine's 3. I imagine yours is higher than 3. Yeah, no, you go first.
okay.
Or before me.
Yeah.
So I'm putting you at 21. Okay, Oswald, you got a what?
A 5. He tried to talk to it, and obviously his reaction was slow.
Oswald.
Hey, you're fine. She would be very proud of you for that. And Silas?
16.
16. Okay, so let me see what it gets.
At least he managed to protect Salah.
Oswald. Okay, so let's see what it gets. Huh. Okay. So, Dex. Interesting. So, over here.
Where am I at? What's she gonna do?
Okay. What was the name of that thing again?
Yeah, I think this is probably a main combat, so
Thorn
I'll probably use that.
Ward 6. Okay. There we go. Initiative is up.
Cool.
Okay. So who's
So,
at the top?
yep, you're at the top. It is hostile. It does have vines erupting and a 15-foot radius is around it. So anything around 15 feet around it is now difficult terrain.
Okay. Perfect.
And that was in response to Oswald. So just letting you know from the start of the battle, anything 15 feet around it will be difficult terrain and it is hostile. So go ahead, Deacon.
Great. That's perfect because I ignore difficult terrain.
Nice.
I'm a natural explorer.
Nice.
Top of the initiative, then, what happens is the group sees the leaves that are around the area begin to rise up and swirl, and Falara disappears.
Nice.
Ran away.
Completely vanishes from sight. Even though if you were just looking at her, she's not there.
Nice.
And that's the end of her turn. As it says on my next initiative,
Yeah.
is when it happens. So.
All right. Let's see what I hear.
So that would be Cass. Is that?
Yep. Cassie, it's your turn.
All right, real quick, before he does anything, he looks at Eldrin. This goes bad, right?
Very bad. Very bad. Very bad.
All right. Cass flies into a rage. If there's enough room, I now go from medium to large.
Yes, you guys are in a very large clearing type area, so you do have enough room.
All right. So you see Cass go from his 6'8" size to about 12 feet tall, and then rushes directly at the warden.
God.
You definitely are a big man.
And,
Big boy.
That is impressive.
Okay.
Reckless attacks.
Okay.
What have I got? That's a 23 hit.
Yes.
Okay. And then my other one was higher than that, so I hit twice.
You hit twice, yes.
Right. 4, 3, 7, 13. I can't add. Oh my god, such hard math.
I know the feeling.
3, 6, 10, 22. 26 damage.
Okay. 26. Let's see.
Dang.
Barbarians, gotta love them, especially reckless.
I've never played one before.
I
enjoy
love-
it already.
I love barbs. I
I
play
just
them
got to
a
get to
lot.
the second round, otherwise I'm kind of useless.
Since there was a lot of noise, are you raging or not? I can't remember if you said you were.
Oh yes, I raged. That's why I got to the large size.
I wanted to
I
make
also,
sure.
I also have a 10-foot reach because giant stature gives me 5 feet and large gives me 5 feet. So I don't move all the way in. I'm 10 feet away.
So I will say, as you are slashing, you get some of like the roots like slice off, just like little bits. So it is very angry at you. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Silas?
Am I able to get within melee range?
Yes, you are, but remember, closer, 15 feet and closer, you will suffer difficult terrain, so your movement speed is halved.
No, that's fine. As soon as I get in close, I don't
Yeah.
plan on leaving.
You're good.
I will pull out my great sword. Probably miss because I'm rolling terribly now. 13 to hit.
Will not hit.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Second here. Unfortunately, that's all I got.
Okay.
No, that's all I got. That sucked.
All right. So it is its turn. So it turns.
Pissed off at the bear.
Yeah, it turns all of its attention onto the bear in front of it. And so it is going to do a lair action. And
I don't like that.
basically, because you hit it, it is going to cause a root to come up nearby you and lash out at you. So does a... and try to basically grapple you. Does a... where's it at? Does a 22 hit you?
AC? Yes, it does.
Okay. So these what was it? Roots lash up out of the ground near your ankles and coil around them.
Roll.
In response to you hitting him, he did not like it. And you also take... you take 7 bludgeoning damage from the roots. And
I would half that down to 3, right?
yep, you have it down to 3. Because it was reckless, I believe I get advantage, correct?
Yes.
So, for his action, he is going to move his very big fists, those large, rooty fists, come down and slam into you. And does a... let's see if it hits. I'm guessing a nat 20 is going to hit you.
No.
It's more than just 20.
Boom, boom, boom.
Anyway, so let's see how bad this is going to get, shall we?
Hold on. Is he within 5 feet of me?
Did you move up?
I moved up to 10 feet away from it.
Okay,
I don't
so-
think you let up the chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not 5. So I'm not 5 feet
No.
away from the person who just got hit.
No, you're not. Okay. So this is probably gonna hurt, but you're a barbarian, so you can handle it. Okay. 74. So calculate damage. Hang on. Okay, where's that at?
I have a feeling I'm going to be doing lesser restoration on Barbarian.
That'd be 20. Oof. Yeah. I also need you to make me a DC 13 con save, please.
Oh, yeah. 18.
Okay, you passed the con save. So you are going to take
Oh my god.
23 damage.
Is that halved?
That is not halved. I did not have it.
So 11 damage.
Yep, you take 11 damage. And
Whatever.
as it brings its large claws down on you. And that would be its turn.
It's Oswald.
All right. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Oswald's going to lead by running over to Cassathor, because I'm assuming Cassathor is really hurt.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't look too bad.
But he's hurt.
He's got just a smile on his face right now.
Just a flesh wound, right?
Oh, Oswald's smiling as well.
Eldrin's also happy. He's like getting tracings off the altar while you guys are like fighting this thing.
Silence does not smile.
Oswald goes, well, I tried. He walks over to Cassador. Oh, sorry, I don't. He uses healing hands on Cassador. How much hit points is he down?
I'm down 14.
All right, I have 25 points, so you take 14 of those, and that leaves you with 11 left.
Oh, thank you, friend.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to Searing Smite again on the creature with his halberd this time.
Okay, so remind me, is that one attack or is it just automatically hits?
I had to hit it.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 plus my modifier.
That though,
Okay. I'm a little bit confused.
I was gonna say I think Searing Smite is just when you actually hit somebody. You have to use it to hit somebody.
Oh!
You have to hit first.
Well, you have to
so-
cast it and then hit.
So
Let's
it's
say,
bonus action, and then the
Yeah,
action,
and then
the
you have to
action
use
is the
your
attack.
to strike it.
Okay.
So
Never
on your
mind.
next
Never mind.
attack,
Instead of that, I'm just going to cast Divine Favor then.
there you go.
Okay, what does Divine Favor do?
Let
I will ask these things I can never remember.
me just get it up for you.
Mhm.
It gives me a 1d4 radiant damage whenever I hit with an attack.
Okay.
And it lasts for 1 minute, so I'll be using my bonus actions to keep it up.
Okay. Now I have a question. Is your sword magical?
None of my weapons are magical.
Okay.
Although, I think Divine Favor... Let me double check. It gives my weapons Divine Radiance. Not sure if that counts as magic.
What do you think, Deacon? Would that make it magical?
It gives it +4 radiant damage, so yeah, or 1d4 radiant damage, so yes, it is technically magical.
Okay.
Okay. I wanted to make sure before anything.
But you do have to maintain concentration with Divine Favor.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so...
So your weapon now has a +4.
Mm-hmm.
So next attack, you'll be able to do it. You can't do it this round. You've already used an action.
Of course. I wanted to make sure the castle was nice and covered.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the end of the end of the round.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
All right, so it's...
I'm next to Cassador.
Me, who's invisible, which you haven't been able to see since the beginning of the thing, who suddenly appears behind this thing,
Mhm.
with her long sword being wielded two-handed, and she flashes twice.
Nice.
Oh, there she is.
Your shadow falters and mine strikes, and she hits towards it with advantage on both. So it's a 17. It's a 13, so 17. Ooh, nat 20 on the second hit. So on the first one, it is a 24 to hit, and then a
It
28 on the other.
And I'm assuming your weapon is magical.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's glowing green and humming as it whistles through the air.
Oh, it's humming like crazy.
My great source +1.
8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 2 if we're wielding it two-handed. 13, and then 9 plus. So 14 for the first one.
Okay.
24 for the second one.
Okay. As you slash into it, these large open wounds just kind of appear in the roots, and more of the flowers and tree parts fall off of it. It groans like an old tree, but it's still not down.
So everybody is on this side. That includes Cass and Oswald have advantage because it's being flanked now as I'm behind it. I can only use that ability once per long rest, though, guys.
Nice.
The Echo Step Spiral. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, so it is Cass's turn.
Cass will take 2 huge swings with his greatsword.
Is it magical, Cass? I'm guessing not.
No, it is. Previous character may have had a +1, so I assumed a +1 would be okay. If it's not,
You're 5th level. I would assume a +1 would be fine.
Yep, you're fine.
all right. Okay, so I got. Hold on, no, I can't add. 26 and a 20. Yeah, 25 and a 26.
They both hit.
And that's 8.
Oh, shit. I also forgot something.
What?
7 points of psychic damage from those blows.
Mhm.
I forgot.
Oh, that's so hard. 26 damage again. I thought playing a barbarian would be easy.
Barbarian's really easy, depending on your
math.
barbarian you're playing. Lots of math.
That's his turn. There's 2 big honking swings.
Okay, so I forgot to read something. So as you hit it, and before you end your turn, make me a escape check. See if you can get out of the things on your ankles. He is grappling you.
Yeah, did you say strength or athletics?
Athletics is fine. You're basically trying to escape his grapple on you.
28, and that's a natural 20.
Okay, you did escape the grapple. Okay.
Be like a backflip out of the grapple.
And after you hit it, Oswald, a root is lashing out at you.
How much is it to hit?
It can do this anytime it gets hit. I just keep forgetting to do it. $22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, your ankles are now grappled. And you take...
Oh.
You take 4 damage.
4 damage?
Mhm.
Oswald just goes, ow! That's all you can do?
It's not meant to do a lot of damage. It's just this little flashing thing that attacks every time it gets hit.
Yeah, no, he's just trying to he's trying to demoralize it.
All right, Silas, it's your turn.
Swing away with my great sword again. Ooh, that is a crit. Thank God for great sword mastery.
Crit,
Thank
crit,
God. How do you do crits?
I normally do double the dice. In other words, the first one you rolled, basically you don't roll the first one, it's max. And you roll your second one.
Oh,
So you max your first one and you roll your second one.
Okay, so it's already 16 slashing. So
if that makes sense.
16 slashing plus this one didn't roll properly. 16 slashing plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16 plus 12, 28 slashing. 28 slashing damage. And that's really all I can do. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of things at level 3.
This is
So-
gonna be hurt.
How do you
I already used the action surge. Unless we wouldn't have had time to take a short rest on the way here, would we?
No.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right, then that is my turn. 28 slashing for me.
How do you want to do this, Silas?
Hey.
Nice.
He is upset that he missed his first one. And watching everybody else around him is I don't want to say embarrassing for him, but he feels like he has something to prove because he used to be like a giant warrior and things like that. So he swings back and does like a circular and then just chops like its head completely off in one cleave.
Nice.
As it kind of rolls to the ground. And
So, as you cut its head off, it rolls, and as it rolls, it like turns into this old, like almost stump, and then the rest of it just kind of like falls into a pile of leaves and moss and flowers. And
Oswald just looks and goes, "My glory."
you guys, hang on. Let me get back to my thingy.
Still large size before he calms down, foaming at the mouth. Cass just slams Silas on the back and goes, "Good job."
You are an impressive warrior, my friend.
So, you see in the pile of leaves, basically, you see two things. But you also hear from behind you guys clapping.
Oh boy.
It seems we have an audience.
All right, let me go to him. Hang on.
Oswald turns around and just goes, "And who might you be?"
Let me get to it. Hang on.
I'm Juggles the Clown.
Let me tell you what the treasure was real quick.
Cass takes
So-
turns.
I think that would be a real big plot twist.
Okay, whoever's writing the treasure down, you've got Warden's Vine Wraps and Blessing of the Forest. Blessing of the Forest gives you bark skin once per day.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Somebody else wants
I was about to say I should take that, but yeah, if you want it.
Silas had the killing blow. You should take it.
it.
Yeah.
Raise my AC.
And what was the first item?
It is called Warden's Vine Wraps.
Oswald will go for that one.
I'll have to get back at you with what it does, okay?
Yep, that's fine. And you want to take it, Oswald? I don't want it.
Oswald's all about just capturing, people he's pursuing. It just wraps people in vines.
You don't know what it does.
Yeah, I
So,
know.
just to kind of get the scene, is this thing just dropped?
Yes.
I was behind it. Everybody else was in front of it. This clapping comes from behind Cass and everybody else. So can I see what's clapping?
Yes. You will see what's clapping. I am just scrolling down in my notes to
Okay.
what it is because I didn't want to lose the treasure and have to go all the way back up to find it.
Sure.
Let me find it. Sorry, lots and lots of notes.
Don't be sorry. You're good.
Okay, so you see a mysterious robed figure. He is standing there watching you. You get a feeling he might be tied to this place and the lingering magical energies of the forest. He's been watching over these powers for centuries. And he... Let's see... He crosses his arms. You don't belong here. Leave.
That is an odd way to say thank you.
You want me to thank you for trespassing, for coming in here, violating a sacred temple, and killing a warden.
It would have killed us.
Then maybe you shouldn't have trespassed where you don't belong.
How do we know where we do not belong if there are no signs?
Like a staff just appears in his hand. His eyes are softly glowing.
Okay.
And you stand at the edge of the world's oldest secrets. Step carefully, for even these stones remember betrayal.
Oswald's going to start approaching with his hands up, and he just goes, "We don't have to fight here. We could just leave and just, let you keep doing what you do, and we'll just move on with our lives." Does that sound okay?
So as you start approaching him, his eyes flash angrily, and mist swirl around, obscuring the area. And you see these almost echoes of the past, spectral visions, almost like ghosts. And then it vanishes and he's gone.
Falara's on her knees where the warden fell and where the petals are and the branch, almost like she's saying a prayer over him. And her words are very crisp and spoken this time, not quiet as normal. A memory may be heavier than a blade, but both must be carried well. And she just lays her hands on the ground and just gives a prayer to the roots and to memory, and then looks around more closely after that guy has vanished and disappeared.
So you all get the feeling that you could not have handled him, and that if you continue to come back, you may find out more about him, more about what happened to this place, and more about the mysteries and the secrets that reside in Briarhollow.
So this is going to be a two-parter.
So, congratulations. You guys have basically cleared the first part of the one shot.
Yay!
We've got to the end of the actual adventure. What did you think?
That was good. It was well done.
I liked it.
I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it was good.
It was fun.
And I think now that you've got more experience doing it, Lorelei, it makes it easier for next time that you'll know how to organize your stuff a little better or whatever. So just to make it smoother for you, I found it fine.
Yeah, oh,
But
yeah,
you
no.
just your own, you don't have to pull your hair out. Everything will be.
It seems so seamless when you're playing with an experienced dungeon master. It seems so seamless and it seems so easy because they just immediately pull up information, blah 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 blah, and then you jump in and you're like, why the heck can't I do this so easily? It is a much more daunting task than it seems.
Yeah. The way I do mine is I will create the scene, the initial scene, to create the image in the players' heads, so they have that seamless feeling. And then, as long as you keep all your related notes to that scene close at hand, it makes it so much easier.
So
and that includes putting the treasure and everything like all in one spot, just so you don't have to scroll or look.
There is one more piece. You guys do get an item.
Hey,
Okay.
like items.
Yes. I did have everything kind of on a document, and I was scrolling back and forth. I have a Discord channel that I scroll back and forth on. I just had everything laid out, and I had 3 different things, 3 different scenarios, because I didn't know what you guys would do. So I literally was prepared for 3 different scenarios.
Nice. I like that.
Because again, chaos. I'm not a very fight-heavy DM. I never have been. So I hope that there was enough fight in here.
Oh,
And
totally.
it wasn't boring, and it was enthralling.
No, it was fun.
it was
I had a good
fun.
time. I had a great time.
No, I enjoyed it.
Okay, so your item that you get, let me pull it up.
Is that the circlet?
Yes, it's a circlet. It's a circlet.
It's the one thing that actually Blair would really want after everything. The treasure
And honestly, it fits Solara. It does.
Well, a circlet crafted from woven roots adorned with tiny, softly glowing mosses and hums of forest magic.
Pretty.
It's only usable by spellcasters and druids anyway, so.
It's called the Whisper Bark Circlet.
Cool.
And
Back to that, it perfectly fits here, which is funny.
but
Freak could be so jealous if she gets it.
so I would say Solara probably should get the
That's fair.
circlet because it
Well, that's up to the group.
yeah.
I don't imagine that it would look very fetching on Silas, so I'm totally cool with you having it.
Oswald's already got something with that little vine thing.
I can just make my own sounds.
All right, I will add that item to her list.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to it.
And I think Eldrin will look at the group and go, "We have so many secrets to discover." So
We'll come back.
And
Actually, she sits there and she says, "I'll be back for sure."
Oswald just says, "Just don't tell the missus, and I'll be back here as well."
I promise nothing.
so again, I hope you enjoyed it, and if the Deacon's okay with it, if I have time, we might see if we can turn this into a thing. Who knows?
Awesome.
And we can continue the story.
Yeah. Well, next week I'm back with the Into the Depths, and then the Saturday following. You got to remember every other Saturday is empty.
Yep.
Because I only do Into the Depths every other Saturday, right?
My evenings on every other Saturday is actually empty, so I could run this on every other Saturday if you guys want.
All right.
I'd be game for it. I don't get to play very often, so I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Ellis, you up for it, Garrett?
Sure. I've still got to run my Purple Worm game as well, so we'll see if it.
Yeah, we got days for that too. What was your experience from this, Lorelei?
Yes. Let me find it. Hang on.
50,000.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Let you hang
I'm
on?
gonna throw numbers
No.
at you, Deacon. If you can tally up all the experience.
Yep.
Let me go back
Let
to
the DM hang on. I guess so.
All right. So you guys get where was it?
2,700 experience. That would
Maybe.
bring you to the next level.
Maybe. Depending. You get you did get 75 gold, by the way.
Sweet.
To split between the four of you. Sorry, he's broke. And you get where's that?
So they can take 25 gold each because I don't want any of the gold.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You get 1,000 experience for the bramble things you dealt with.
Yep.
You also get 500 experience for solving the puzzle. And you get where's the other one?
That's 1,500 so far.
You get I haven't even gotten to the big guys yet. So hang on. You get 1,100 for the big guy.
That's 2,600.
Yeah, 2,600, and that's divided by 4.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, so it's not 26 each.
No, 650 each.
Hey, that's cool. I'll take it.
Yep. It adds up.
But yeah,
A little
if-
closer to the next level, but not that close.
well, like I said, if you guys want me to do it again, and we can do another one of going back to Briarhollow and figuring out more of the secrets, I can do that. It took me 2 weeks to figure this one out.
Yeah, take your time.
I had fun with it. So
That was
again,
good.
if
Yeah, it was a
you
good
want me
time.
to do it, I will have enough time to set the second one up.
Cool.
And I mean, use things like Watabu. Like I can give you the link for Watabu maps.
Mhm.
You can go up. They do like random dungeons and all kinds of stuff like that. So it might help for your mapping the actual ruins out, so you can actually plan out where things are and where they go, and you can use Owlbear or whatever if you want. So I'll give you the links for all those types of things.
Sure.
So, because we now have, like, DeaconsTable now has official permission from Watabu to use any of their maps
Nice.
from his software in any of our stuff, including our published material.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, so
I
definitely
talked
send
to
me
him the other
that.
day.
I don't have any experience making maps. Normally, I just use pictures or theater.
Well, you'll absolutely love the Watabu site. Like it's part of itch.io, and you can, like, there's one-page dungeons. There's city builders. Like that's what I've been using. That's what I used to do the towns and the cities, the main overmaps in most of the books that we're doing, and then I just detail, buildings and what's in it and so on, and move things around if I have to. But there is, let me see what there is here. There's a fantasy city generator. There's a cave or a glade generator. There's a dwelling generator. There's a neighborhood generator, a one-page dungeon, perilous shores map, village generator, and so on. So you can definitely have fun with those. And I'm going to send you the link for the dungeon one right now.
Thank you. So,
And it's,
Deacon, what do you think of the name of Briarhollow Secrets?
I like it. I really like it. I think you did well with this. Because as I said, I know I gave you like a bunch of just generalized information for some, because that's the one thing we really haven't touched on in with any of the DeaconsTable stuff. Everybody knows that the Mistwood is there, and they know that there's the Aetherbloom portals are there. There's 3 of them, and there's 3 clearings that are immensely different in there. We know that Gabba lives inside Mistwood as well by
Yeah.
actually literally 100 yards from one of the portals and doesn't even know it.
Aww.
Well, that the watcher that watches over Gaba is actually one of the guardians of that portal.
Cool.
It's an ether bloom dryad that's kind of watching over Gaba. So
That's cool.
Because that lake, that pond that
Mhm.
she goes and hangs out at is a natural spring that is what feeds all the water in Silvervale Run.
Nice.
So the river that runs through the area. So it's there's all kinds of ruins and villages. Like the village of Silvervale was a ruin until Creek found it and brought it back to life and freed the root warden's curse that was up on the area. So that's where Creek actually disappeared to there for a while. He's now kind of running the show in Silvervale. And Valara is one of his I guess followers, you could say. She
Cool.
reveres him as a seer now. And it's all because he found a hidden network of root tunnels underneath the town and
Nice.
started awakening secrets that he probably shouldn't have. And yeah,
Yep.
he did. Kind of changed the character completely. Complete 180. He was kind of a thiefy type, stealthy guy, and now he's like this reverent.
But yeah, you guys touched on a few things, but yeah, there's so many hidden things and like secrets in this little like ruin. So
Yeah,
I think we'll have
for
fun.
sure.
Yeah. Not next Saturday, but the Saturday after the next. If you guys want to play again, you can
Yeah,
see
I'm
what
in.
happens.
I'm in, and I'll create an event for it and whatever else we got to do, and
Yeah.
so that everybody's a reminder that we're there.
I will have to check my schedule. I'm in a
Yep.
production now, so my schedule's
Yeah.
going to be ramping up.
I still love that sword.
That is so cool, sword. Yeah. And the way I could see it doing is, again, we can kind of run it like you run Into the Depths, where if like Garrett can't play but somebody else wants to play, they can step into his spot and Eldrin will come in and say who wants to go check out this or this has happened in the ruins. And
Yeah, I think this should be the core group for this. However, if one person needs a week off or whatever,
yes,
then someone could fill in just for that week.
yes,
But
I
the
agree.
other
I
person
like
gets-
this group.
Other person gets their spot back when they come back. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do think this core group will be awesome in this because I like the synergy. I definitely like Cass's interactions with Eldrin. That was awesome. By the way, you did great with a paladin, a barbarian. What type of barbarian are you running?
Path of the Giant, wasn't it?
Yeah, pass it a giant.
Nice.
Just a big, lovable bear.
That's awesome.
So, Path of the Giant, Oath of Glory. What kind of fight are you playing, Silas?
Champion.
Champion? And how about you, Thalar?
She's basically a root warden, a ranger.
Nice.
and then you are protecting basically Milo Thatch from Atlantis. That's how I pictured him when I created the character. Was this really dorky, scholarly guy? I loved Atlantis.
Oh, I'll follow him to the ends of the earth.
He likes his big bear protector.
Something's going on here. Sorry.
Everything okay?
Check my sugar.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my sugar's extremely low. So
Oh yeah.
got to go eat something.
Yeah, definitely do
But
that.
yeah.
Go get your food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a couple of quick questions. Was pacing okay?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything went great, Lorelei. You did fantastic.
You did amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I get a little nervous because, again, I usually only DM like 3 people in my own personal story that I created and Star Trek Adventures.
We're all
So,
friends here.
Yeah, it's just friends having fun on
Yeah.
here, and I'm actually going to end the stream. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Enjoy.
Glad you did tune out. I know we actually did have some viewers there for a while.
Yeah, nice.
which is good. And we got a new follower to the.
Sweet.
I think it was YouTube or no Twitch. New follower on Twitch. So thanks for watching, everyone. May all your rolls be critical, not just the 20, but also the 1, because a 1, well, as we found out, can be just as much fun.
Into the bush.